Actor and director Robert DuVall has the distinction of being named the most versatile actor in the world by the Guinness Book of World Records. He was born in San Diego, California in 1931. At age 10, his family moved to Annapolis, Maryland. His father moved up the ranks to be a rear admiral in the U.S. Navy, and DuVall described himself as a Navy brat. He spent several summers on his uncle's ranch in Montana. Loving horses, his ranch experience must have made an impact. He was later to win his only Oscar and Golden Globe for 2 Western roles. The first was an Oscar for Best Actor as country western singer Max Sledge in Tender Mercies in 1989. DuVall was said to have written some of the music and insisted he do his own singing. DuVall said, "What's the point if you're not going to do your own singing?" His co-star, Tess Harper, said, DuVall inhabited the character so fully that she only got to know Max Sledge and not DuVall himself. Director Bruce Beresford said, the transformation was so believable that he could feel his skin crawl up the back of his neck the first day of filming. Beresford said, DuVall has the ability to completely inhabit the person he's acting. He totally and utterly becomes that person to a degree which is uncanny. The same year, DuVall appeared in the TV miniseries Lonesome Dove as Gus McCrae, a Texas Ranger. He won a Golden Globe and earned an Emmy nomination. For the role, DuVall was trained to use Walker revolvers by the Texas marksman Joe Bowman. DuVall said, I nailed a very specific individual guy who represents something important in our history of Western movement. After that, I felt I could retire, that I had done something. Of all his many and varied roles, DuVall said that this particular role was his favorite. Perhaps DuVall has been a cowboy or a Western singer in another life. Interestingly, DuVall owns a large estate in rural Virginia, which he describes as the last station before heaven. Some Civil War skirmishes were fought on this property, and shells and other artifacts have been found there. Several scenes in the epic Civil War drama Gods and Generals were filmed on this land. In the movie, DuVall played his own ancestor, Confederate General Robert E. Lee. DuVall also received an honorary doctorate of arts from Shenandoah Conservatory in Winchester, Virginia, a university linked with the Civil War. In 2009, DuVall spoke for historic preservation against Walmart's proposal to build a store across the road from the entrance to the Civil War Wilderness Battlefield National Park in Virginia. There very likely could be a Civil War officer theme for Robert DuVall, who not only lives on Civil War property, but played his ancestor Robert E. Lee in a Civil War epic drama and has fought for battlefield preservation. But DuVall's fascination with all things Argentina transcends the fact that his fourth wife is Argentinian. In 2005, after 7 years together, he married Luciana Pedraza, 41 years his junior, who by chance he met in a bakery in Argentina. DuVall loves Argentina, can speak Spanish fluently, travels there at least 5 times a year, and has a home there. There's a place called La Bila. It's my favorite corner in the world. It's a coffee shop near the Recoleta where Evita's buried. You can go there and sit in the evening. At 3 in the morning, there are hundreds of people in the streets, and you can get up at 8 and go back and have your espresso. Going to Argentina, going to Buenos Aires, I like it more than any place else, he says. DuVall has a passion for Argentine tango dancing, is a prolific dancer, and owns a tango studio in Argentina and in the U.S. He produced, directed, and acted with Luciana in Assassination Tango, with the majority of the filming in Buenos Aires. Since 2001, Pedraza and DuVall have assisted families in northern Argentina through renovations of homes, schools, and medical facilities. DuVall and Pedraza has also helped Latin America's poorest women. In addition to being an excellent character actor and therefore a probable actor in a former life, DuVall was most likely a Western cowboy, a Confederate Civil War officer from Virginia, and an Argentinian. He most likely knew his wife Luciana in the past, danced the tango, drank espresso, and perhaps was a gaucho. This is Dr. Barbara Lane, author of 16 Clues to Your Past Lives, reminding you to learn from the past, live in the present, and create a fulfilling future.